right, we should be live. Hard to tell as it looks like Twitch is more than 30 seconds behind on the buffer. But yeah, there we go. We are back for some BX Dungeons and Dragons tonight, so hopefully everybody can see us and hear us now. And our players tonight, Richard, who you playing?
Hi there, I am Richard. I play Richard in real life, but in here I play Scrambleshanks, the amazing 4th level halfling.
Thereabouts, yes. Dion, look up at the screen, man. Stop packing your bowl.
I'm trying to get the Twitch stream to load. You're right, it is super late. And I got an ad. Ew. Hi, I'm Dion. Tonight I'm playing Stotheim Reinbach the 7th, the level 4 human French question mark wizard question mark.
Something. He is something.
He's something.
Jameis, who you got tonight?
Goriel, I'm playing Chick's Notes. Galen Rayhorn. Apparently some kind of elf priesty thing, and he's level 8, it seems.
Yeah, we have some characters either approaching or on name level, which will be cool once we get back. So, yeah, Radnar is played by Bill. Tell us a little bit about Radnar.
Well, Radnar is a 9th level wizard. That is his actual level title. He's at name level now. And he only needs a little over 110,000 more experience points to reach level 10. So he's hoping for a big night.
Well, we'll have to see how that goes. That's a tall order of experience. So in our last game, guys, you had, I think you decided to try and go home the fast way by approaching the Archmage of Derekine. You have in your possession some possible blackmail material, but I think you had decided you were going to soft sell it first and just approach them as a member, Radnar being a member of the Mages Guild from Karmikos. If I remember right, that's what we're doing.
Also, just to back it up a moment, Scrimbleshanks got 3d6 potions when we're hanging them out. Did you note that down, Richard?
Yes, I heard that.
And did you want any magically items while we were here?
I haven't thought about it.
All right, yeah. Well, I mean, you're still here, so you can rifle through the stores when you think of something you might want.
Okay.
You don't have to think of it right now.
Yes, I do want them. I'm just wondering if I want to blackmail the shop owners or intimidate.
Oh, yeah, and we had that offer of removing any criminal past, but I'm sure none of us have that to worry about.
I don't think anyone's currently a criminal anywhere, so yeah.
Look, I bought this rod of nullification from some nice person who was just standing outside a pawn shop. He couldn't get it done in the pawn shop for reasons they didn't want to go into.
They don't offer that service
only been used on Sundays by one little old granny.
Fell off the back of a wagon,
Exactly, all of those things. I believed Honest Joe, who was there.
Mm-hmm.
This totally reminds me. I want to hand him the Ring of Control Human that I don't know is a Ring of Control Human and go, might you be able to see what this is?
Rednor told you what it was.
Did he? Oh,
yeah.
I didn't think he did. Okay. Well, I thought he didn't know either.
Actually, yeah. No, Rednor does know what it is. We're not insinuating you as doing that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the only other human in the group. Does Rednor want
for some reason I thought I was remembering that we
got him to identify it, but yeah, he just gave it to you anyway.
Oh,
you're on mute at the moment.
I knew that. I was just waiting to see if you guys were alert. Now that I know that you are, I can proceed. Yeah, I don't know that I want Stoltenheim to have that right now because he's just a little volatile for my taste.
Okay.
Do you want it? I
Sure.
voluntarily hand it back to you. Like
I will say thank you, and I will give you. I don't know. You can't really use anything I
A
have.
hearty handshake.
I mean, if you want to let me peruse your spellbook at some point in the future for some spells, I would
Of
love
course.
to learn this realm's magic.
Of course, any spells that I have, I'm more than happy to teach you.
And I would like to state for the record that while, my motive in following you may seem negative, it is only because I'm at an inconvenience in my life at the moment, and I require to go back to it. It was quite lavish back home.
Oh,
And I'm not good out here in the wilderness, so please trust me when I say that I fully intend to cooperate and work together with you.
Well, you've signed up to the Green Company.
Well, yes, I figured
Speaking
some
of which,
work would be good in the meantime.
Grimbleshanks, do you want to sign up to the Green Company?
No.
No. I
No.
was just going to say, why would I want to
No.
sign up to the Green Company? What have the Green Company ever done for me?
But what
Well, I
can you do for the Green
Uh-oh.
Company?
oh no!
Well,
Okay,
We've
I'm gonna
gone
lose
rogue.
everybody while he's gone.
sell
Alright.
me on this
Fireball
Green
on
Company.
everybody except for you guys.
Oh, apparently we're still also.
Yes, it still
Yep.
streams. So we can entertain the masses with our amazingness.
I'm gonna pee on all of the head wizard stuff while he's not looking.
Oh,
Does
no.
that mean you own it now?
You know what?
Is it
I
like
just
dogs? Is that
realized
how it works with wizards?
It
we
should
could
be.
do like a Brady Bunch thing, like the Brady Bunch, the Brady Bunch.
Oh man.
That's old. Oh god, some people won't know that.
Some people didn't live in countries where that was broadcast. So
Oh, that too. You mean you didn't see the Brady Bunch across in Europe? No.
I'm sure it was going somewhere, but
Let's see. The boots say, yeah, he's got.
You guys sit around and watch like
Wins.
oh, what the fuck is that show my wife watches? There's some English show that she watches all the time.
There's that.
That's what
there
it
are
is.
many shows that we produce in England that are English
Oh,
shows.
well,
So
She watches
Cut there.
EastEnders. That's what it is.
EastEnders. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So
Oh, if his net went out because of but this is
Yes.
streaming through the website. Oh no.
Well, no, the website isn't where Bert is.
Yeah,
The
but
website server
there's
is
a
where the
tornado
website
warning
server is.
for like all of Virginia.
Yeah.
So like he's like 100, 200 miles away from me, but he's still like under the threat. So that could be what's going on with him.
presumably, if we all
Mm.
left, then it would stop, or would it continue broadcasting even when we're not there?
I don't
I
know.
don't think
man.
there'd be any.
Maybe we find that out tonight here live. Steve Stillmatter. Yes.
Yeah, is he out for
You
good?
folks out
Did he-
there, you will find this out.
I've not seen a message from him on Discord yet.
No.
Well, I mean,
Because I
while we're
guess he
filling,
wouldn't if he was. He could use his phone. There's always.
It says he's online.
Oh, really?
There he is.
Hey!
Hey!
Storm.
So we pissed all over the wizard steady, and we
What's
fireballed
this
everybody
we?
except for us.
What's this we?
Well,
So
you
did
know.
the stream keep going?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Okay, I'm definitely buying StreamYards. That's
Ooh.
It's because it goes, like you said, it goes through their servers.
Yeah, so everything
they're
kept
holding
going.
it live.
We're
that
not sure
is
what happened. What happened
awesome.
if we all leave? Does it still keep streaming?
Yeah, as long as the room is still open, it should keep going. As long as I don't end the broadcast or someone in the broadcast.
So how do you end the broadcast if nobody's in the room? Does that end the broadcast?
Maybe I don't know actually. All right, let me get back to my my share screen here. So if I do drop again, I mean we're having 60-mile-an-hour winds and rain and all kinds of other stuff going on. So
Yeah, it's pretty quiet in Richmond right now. Although from what I understand, pretty much the entire state's under tornado watch.
Oof.
I didn't actually look at that. I might be All right,
Yeah.
give me a minute to get everything's just coming back online for me. So give me a sec.
You just have a little brownout happen, or
No, like all my power stayed on, just the internet dropped. So
oh, okay, yeah.
all right, looks like I'm back online. Okay, yeah. So did you guys discuss anything? Did you decide what you wanted to do? So what's before you is you're trying to get back to Karmikos. The fastest way is possibly through the Archmage, as the branch of the Green Company here. What I gave her a name. It was something like Magpie, but not exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man, where's my notes?
Sorry,
Bird
Lady
themed
Bird.
names?
What's
Crow,
that?
Falcon?
Yeah,
These are
they were.
bird
It
themed
was
names.
bird themed, and now I cannot remember what I named her.
Something like Ladybug. What began with an L? I can't remember what.
Well, anyway, she had told you that the Archmage here in Darrakeen has a teleport possibility that she has heard, has not experienced this herself, but has the ability to teleport between colleges of magic. With Karmikos having opened one recently, it is entirely possible that there is a landing pad there for such a thing. Other than that, you can catch a boat. Someone had talked about trying to get onto a war vessel.
I was wanting to have my own war vessel, which we took down south.
Yeah,
not any war vessel.
Yeah, boats take months and months and months to build. So
I was trying to get us to have a nice war battle in Karamikos, but someone doesn't want that.
Yeah,
Why do you want a war vessel?
I'll be right
so
back.
we can
Keep
have
going.
a war battle. So we can have a war battle.
Why do you want that?
Because it's fun. You don't
All right, okay, fine.
I think he's foreshadowing to the war that's about to take over Grey.
I was more thinking we could have a warship battle with the slave lords.
Oh, finally go back and take them all out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we did kind of run away.
Okay, but if we go on a ship, I'm gonna like seal all of my spell books and all of my shit before we like.
Well, my dog apparently wants to brave the rain, so we'll see how long he stays out there. All right, so yeah, what do you guys? How do you guys want to do this then?
Where is the Archmage?
Well, you need to go to the College of Magic. Is where? Let's see. Let me get to my.
Does he just take walk-ins, or do we need to make an appointment?
Well, you can't even get to him unless you are a member of the College of Magics, which Radnar is.
Nope.
Can I be your apprentice so I can come with you? I am magically inclined. Does that count?
Sure.
What does he keep saying? I still don't understand his language.
No, I know common now.
Oh.
I
right.
learned
Still
that.
say you don't understand him, though.
Oh, I am talking in
the
French.
accent.
I'm just talking in French on purpose.
You have an outrageous French accent.
It's kind of at this intersection where churches, temples, and the beginning of the gold tier class are. So, like, right in there is where
Okay.
the
All right.
college is.
Yeah, we'll make our way over, I guess.
All right. So you did rest that night. You got your spells back. So those of you that need to choose spells, make sure you've got those selected. And
Ooh, thank you for reminding me that.
That didn't last long. Sorry.
No, dog.
Wet dog back inside. Ready to shake off all that excess water onto your expensive electrical equipment and take down the stream again.
I have a question
What's that?
about spell preparation.
Dog's giving me the look like, can you make it not be raining?
I have a question about spell prep because I'm new to spellcasters.
Mm-hmm.
I have two first level spells and two second level spells that I can prepare. Is that what that means?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I cannot use a second level spell slot to prepare a first level spell.
BX has no such thing as slots.
Okay.
No,
okay.
You get the number in the particular level that it says you get. And that's
just
it.
making sure I clarified how this one works. Okay.
I'm actually bending the rules slightly to allow you to have more spells in your book than you can actually memorize. Raw BX D&D is you have exactly the number of spells in your book that you can cast and no more. So, yeah, there you go.
Wow.
All right. So, yeah, you need to get up here where the cottages are, and you guys are down here. Slept through the night, got a good start in the morning. Clean clothing, more presentable clothing can be found at the guild house as well. You guys just going to head over?
Do they have clothing for all the different races? And
They
the different
do,
sizes
as a
and
matter of
things
fact.
that people-
Different sizes. You have a feeling that the nice clothing that Scrimbleshanks is finding is probably for human children, but it's still quite nice.
I don't know if Rednall wants to send one of the kids along first to say set up an appointment or something, or announce them, or just turn out.
Would I know? Would I know that if that was expected or not? That
No. Okay.
No. Think of it like a university grounds. I mean, you just basically need your college ID to get onto the campus.
Do we all four go together, or are we splitting the party?
I might as well go together.
Okay.
You are allowed to bring guests. You just have to take responsibility for anything that might happen while they're in there.
Well, Radnor's already decided to pee all over the head wizard stuff. So I mean,
Yeah, I'm not saying. I don't think they're the ones we have to worry about. So.
Yeah.
All right, fair. So you head over. You gonna hoof it, or are you gonna rent a carriage to get over there?
I don't know. What do you guys want to rent a carriage?
How far is it?
Oh, it's several miles.
Oh, carriage.
So we're down in the orifice in the south, and it's all the way up in the north.
Well, if we're getting into the carriage, I can tell you all about the exciting history of travel and carriages while we're in there, unless you want to throw yourself out of a moving carriage to avoid this.
It might be worth it.
And you can understand me now.
I lean forward and I go, do go on.
Well, it all started with Sir Jimmy Carriage, who was the inventor of the carriage.
All right. So you're going through. If you get a carriage, then you're going through some of the better quality neighborhoods. No encounter. Rolled a D10 just to see if maybe somebody tried to rob you.
Good luck.
But
that'll turn out to be one of Magpie's crew.
Yep. So the College of Magics here is it's basically right on the corner of where you've got various churches and temples to various and sundry gods and goddesses, and they're all lined up on like the same streets. There are acolytes out and about, handing out brochures, trying to outshout one another to bring parishioners into their temples.
Are there any elf temples here?
There's actually anything you can think of can be found here somewhere. If you're looking for a demi-human, if you're looking for a demi-human temple, it's probably going to be a very small building somewhere on a back alley, because again, this is a humanocentric city. Elves. The only elves in the area are high elves, and they are rarely seen.
It's a pop-up tent with fold-up chairs.
Could be. It's a revival. Yeah. But the college campus, though, is it's kind of segregated off between the wealthy land to the north and east there, and all these churches and temples by just these very tall, 10-foot tall wrought iron fence that's got actually cold iron fence.
Just before we get there, as we're going through the churches and that, is there any sign, although I don't think it'd be like obvious sign, of the fact that the gods have gone missing?
What would you look for?
Well, for a start, probably the top tier people wouldn't be seen. They'll probably go, "What the hell's happening?"
Yeah, they're not going to be seen on the streets anyway. I mean, just as a
and
normal
otherwise
course
there might
of
be
duties.
sort of, "Oh, the gods are missing! Quick, everyone, drum up more support! Drum up more support!"
Yeah, I'm going to say you don't know what a normal day looks like.
Okay,
in
cool.
a very dense city like this. You have no idea, but people. I mean, there's parishioners going in and out. You see the sick being treated. Of course, low level spells still work. So
yeah.
So the grounds of the magical institution, cold iron fence topped with very pointy ends at the top. There are armored guards and plate with pikes that are manning the outside area. Each of them is also there's like a young, you would think apprentice age child with each of them, Radnar. This may be this how they're doing penance duty. They may have done something wrong, and now they've got to be around with the guards as extra protection. So as you approach one of the many entrances, the guards just kind of do a salute to you. State your business and rank.
I am Radnor the Large, level 9 wizard, whatever levels are.
So your rank in the guild is that you're not a student. You're a member in full standing, but you're not on the council or anything. So you would simply just say that you are a member.
I'm a member. Get it?
You are a member, a throbbing member. That's
I'm
what
a
you are.
throbbing member of the guild.
Yeah.
That's a penis joke.
I like it.
But when you do that, what the child dressed very prim just gives a exasperated sort of sigh and pulls out a simple birch staff. He holds one in and he says, "Grasp the staff, please."
I grasp the staff.
Okay, you do so. You are not immediately turned to ash on the spot. He says, "Well, you're not one of our members, but it seems that you are a member in good standing. Are these members as well, or are you looking for entry for all of your group and will take responsibility? Are you an elf, sir?" Looking at Galen.
No, I'm a halfling. Easy mistake to make.
Yes. I'm sure the sculleries need some help. That's fine.
Whoa, hey, you better watch your mouth there, little boy.
It looks like he's gonna talk back to you, and then just kind of remembers, like, "Yes, sir. Of course, sir. I'm sorry. We so seldom see the elven heritage hereabouts, and you're not one of the high elves from Alfheim either. I'm sorry. My inquisitive nature got the better of me, master." Kind of says that none too politely at you, Radnar, but does kind of give you a bow.
Have you heard
on this guy?
Have you heard about Alfheim?
Well, there's a lot of rumors going around right now. It seems that they are under siege.
Under siege.
Yes, it's time he seems like he's about to say something kind of derogatory. It's like people had their comeuppance.
This guy definitely needs
Oh, to be fair, he's talking about high elves, and yeah, they kind of do. We're stuck up bunch of bastards.
Sir, yes. Are any of your other retinue here members in good standing as well, sir?
None of them are members. They're all guests of mine.
Yes, sir. Grasp the staff again, if you would, please.
Grasp the staff.
And do you, Radnar, being of full membership and means of the campus, take upon yourself the he pauses for a minute, pulls out a book, thumbs to the right page. He says, take upon you this retinue, and that you will take full responsibility for any of their actions within the campus grounds for in pains of death. Yes, death.
I do.
Yeah, there's a slight buzzing in your hand. He's like, "Oh, very well. The pact is sealed. Please, guards, please let them in." Guard goes to the gate, opens the doors.
What if we do something wrong? He dies. Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying?
Yes.
Well, if it's bad enough, I mean, just a lack of manners, which I'm sure you'll run into, is not a lethal offense for your friend, of course. But, if things go missing and there are certain allegations, if anyone is killed, that sort of thing. Yeah, yes, your friend's life is forfeit, yes.
Friend, road traveling companion.
No, yeah, I understand the sentiment. Yes, but he has taken control of you and your other companions here, so he is responsible. And again, good luck with your job search. Again, the scullery can always use help of your quality and kind.
Man, if we weren't like on our way in, there's a spell I would try out on this guy.
Don't worry. If we kill anyone, you won't need to do any allegations. Will be very obvious.
Do I think that dispel magic would rid me of that whatever they cast on me?
It might.
Okay, well, if I need to, I'll keep that in mind.
Yep, it since it was cast from an object, but this student you're guessing was the initiator of it. Likely, it's not all that powerful. More a formality than anything else.
Well, I mean, I'm not intending to like steal a bunch of shit or kill anyone, but
Really,
we're the Green Company, so you never know what's going to happen.
Things happen, right?
We'll give you a 2-minute warning if we need to stab someone. Don't worry.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Ooh, it's StreamYards is telling my connection is unstable, so just to give you a heads up. if anything odd happens here.
Right.
Okay, you are on the campus proper. It is well manicured lawns. There are aviaries that you can see where exotic birds of all kinds are kept. There are exotic plants. There are exotic trees. There are things that really shouldn't exist in this band of temperature being magically maintained. You can only guess. But the campus kind of spreads out around you. There are many various buildings, but of course, if you're looking for the Archmage, the Mage's Tower is likely where you want to be going.
Yeah. That's where we'll head. Unless you guys have other... I mean, we could find like a fraternity or something and, waste a little time.
There are students about practicing spells. There are spell duels going on as people practice that just in the fields about you. But if you head to the Mages Spire, okay. So Radnar, you are at the Spire. Usually they don't just let anyone in here. You have to have some degree of power to be able to enter, and it's usually in the form of puzzles or showing your own ability in magic. So what you're presented with is this very sheer tower that goes up into the clouds. The outside seems to be made of glass is what it looks like, although it's not see-through. There's no opening that you can see. There are no windows that you can see. It's just this sheer pillar that stretches up into the clouds.
All right. Looks like this is the place. I guess we knock on the door.
What door?
Oh, there's not a door, huh? Do I know how these things open?
Again, it's usually something that you have to figure out, and if you can't, then you have no reason to be there.
Okay. Me the player is freaking out because the character's like, oh, I got this.
Do we just confidently stroll into the thing and say open or up or wherever we need to go? Is it voice activated?
Yep. So I'm going to say, Radnar, you were familiar with what the procedure was in your own college, in which case you needed to be able to fly or levitate to get through a top opening because the ground floor physically had no openings.
Okay.
But here, this is completely different. Like this, so you have no idea what the entrance would be here.
I choose to disbelieve.
Okay. It's possible that you will fail. Make me an intelligence check. And what do? Just step into it?
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Okay. It's a low success, but it's a success. So what you do is you take a step forward, and your disbelief is warranted, but there wasn't an entranceway where you step, so you smack your head on stone. But you can now see that you need to go around about 5 feet to your left, and there's an entrance.
Okay.
The rest of you kind of just see Radnar disappear. He just takes a step forward. You hear him swear, but you don't see him, and he's gone.
I follow.
Step forward, swearing, and because that appears to be the magic phrase.
All right, everybody, just make me intelligence checks. If you get a moderate success, so like a 9 or better, you actually step into an entranceway. Otherwise,
High success.
you step right into where Radnar is now at the entrance.
Ta-da!
Walk into the back of Radnor.
Galen has no idea where everyone's disappearing to, because this is just sheer glass as far as he can
See,
tell.
I knew the swearing worked.
Yes. Low success, because so you also hit a wall where the swearing is.
I swear
you're
twice.
already
Once when I
swearing.
step in, and once when I smack my face.
It's preliminary swearing. It works even better. So only Galen is still standing outside of the tower, wondering where everybody went.
Can I go
Ken,
grab him?
you can
Yeah,
just reach
magic.
out and pull him in. Yeah.
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 All right. So you're in the entryway. It's not even a door. It's just a marbled archway. You're on the ground floor, and there are like very tall. Actually, it goes up multiple stories of bookcases lined with. I shouldn't say bookcases. Let's say call them the niches, lined with scrolls. There's some books. There's some items. There are many robed men walking around, pulling things out, referring to lists that they're holding. So yeah, this is basically where full members can trade spells, look for spells you don't have, that sort of thing. So if you remember from your own college, so anything up to the 3rd level can be found here spell wise. Anything further up, you've got to give them something they don't already have in exchange for.
Yeah, I can do that.
So yeah, it's filled with people that are just studying various books, scribing various scrolls. There are desks and chairs put out, very elegant ones, very well stuffed, very cozy. There are servants going about handing off like ink jars and quills and that sort of thing. Just somebody just snaps their fingers and someone appears to take whatever it is that they need.
Do they literally appear, or do they just...
No. They just come very quickly. There is a set of stairs that kind of winds around the inside, going all the way up. You would imagine, if this is anything like your college, at the very top floor, the very top is where the Archmage will dwell.
Well, not wanting to just barge in, is there someone here we can talk to, like downstairs, someone official looking?
Somebody like official looking. So, I mean, everyone here is at least your level or higher. They're not students, although some of the servants might be students. I mean, you can just summon a servant, or you can just choose to speak to someone that's around you.
Yeah, I'll summon a servant just to talk to them. Kind of snap my fingers like I see everyone else doing.
A young halfling steps forward, or a hen. They're called hen in Mystara. Dressed as a page, steps forward. He's got a silver tray that's got various accoutrements on it. Is like, "Sir, do you need scroll, paper, ink, sand? A new quill?"
I sort of bow and slip him a gold piece and say, "We're kind of new in town. I'd like to get a meeting with the Archmage. Can you tell me who I would talk to for that?"
"Oh, sir, yes, I can get you on his itinerary. Yes, of course." He palms the gold.
Okay.
He looks over at Scrumbleshakes. It's like, gives you the wink. I have no idea what he's trying to communicate. Just gives you a wink. Yes.
Do they have like a directory, like all halflings?
I will say, I'm assuming you need to see him at the soonest possible hour.
Yes, please.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And do you have a card, or who may I say is inquiring on the visit?
Tell him Radnor and company are here.
And company. Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He bows and runs off.
There you go. He probably
I'd
has
like to
no
see
idea
where
who
he's
I
running
am,
off.
but you know.
Stoltine looks over at you and goes, he has no idea who you are, right?
Probably not, but I gave him money, so he might pretend like he does.
Hmm.
I mean, I gotta think, 9th level wizard, that's pretty good. I'm not like you know.
At a 9th level, you should be at this point securing your own tower somewhere.
Yeah, but you know, it's more fun to hang out with these guys.
No, that's 11th level.
Oh,
That's when
yeah.
they do strongholds.
11th. Okay, well,
You should still be looking to secure a tower, though.
I probably only need 300,000 or 400,000 for that 11th level. So, you know,
Right, there's 1d6 apprentices of levels 1 to 3 will then arrive to study under the magic user. Whether they want to or not, they'll just arrive.
Yes.
How did I get here?
that'd be awesome. Well, I got my first apprentice.
Yeah.
It's kind of
So it-
accurate. I'm less than half his level.
And you appeared whether you wanted to or not.
Exactly.
Actually, this is probably a real cultural shock to Schottenheim, because where you came from, this what you
Outlaw,
do is outlawed.
Yeah.
And to have this so extravagant and just right in the middle of a major city and so much of it.
Mm. Yeah, I'm just like everywhere I'm looking, I'm trying not to do anything. Like he's like really composing himself as much as possible, besides like the agape jaw, because he doesn't want to get Radnar in trouble. He's like really worried that like he'll fuck something up and kill this guy who's like very useful.
I'm kind of turned to Stoltenheim, and you know, I mean, keeping an eye. I know he's acting all out of sorts, or at least I can tell he's out of sorts. And I'll say, friend, is there something I could do to put your mind at ease? You seem rather agitated.
I just back in Navarone, such a life would be unheard of, unspeakable, forbidden. This is just
Yeah,
it's
pretty
beautiful,
good, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
This-
don't fret it, because you are probably a higher level than like half of these guys here, at least. So,
Well, I mean-
like, you know, you carry some weight here, and there's nothing to fear as long as we don't run in attacking people. We're good.
If you want the
Right.
dark stuff, go and find all the gothy looking wizards that are smoking cloves in a corner wearing black clothing. That's where all the
Mhm.
good books are.
Yeah.
But
I figure those are like in the basement or in the Archmage's room.
maybe 15 minutes later, after you're perusing around, just kind of enjoying things, your halfling comes back and tells you, well, it seems that he's about to have tea and would not mind having guests. He says, I don't think he knows who you are.
That's fair. It'll be good. You know, he'll power recognizes power, that kind of thing. So.
It's been a while since we were back in this dimension.
Yeah.
He kind of looks around. He gets a little. He kind of motions you to come down to his level, like he wants to whisper something to you.
Okay.
Begging your pardon, sir, but since you did bestow upon me such a great coin of wealth, I mean, my family will be able to eat for months on this. I gotta tell you that when I told him who you were, he said something to the effect of, good, a mindless lackey to perform my task, send him up, or something very close to that.
Okay. So he's underestimating us then. Gotcha.
Do you want us all to go up there?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I
Full
mean,
minders leckies.
He did ask if you were foreign or what household you belong to, and given your speech, sir, I did tell him that you were foreign.
okay. Well, I think we can. We'll be all right. You know, I appreciate the introduction. I give him another gold coin.
Yep, he backs away fast before you can change your mind. But he
there's
does
two
motion
meals on
that
the
you
point.
can go right on up.
Okay. We'll go right on up, I guess. Let's
So
see.
you
Very
pass.
much if they put an entire meal on the gold coin to eat it.
You pass various levels. It's more and more. You pass levels that are books, levels that are magical items. It looks like there's a whole room for enchanting that's being done. And you arrive at the very top floor where there's this remarkable lounge just kind of set up on the outside of these very large gold double doors. There are some people just kind of lounging here, eating fruit, reading through various scrolls.
Is there like an elevator? Because if there's not, Radnor's probably out of breath.
You are probably very much out of breath. It's a long flight upstairs. But you're outside the doors, and they just kind of open once you heave yourself up that last step. And as it opens, you see that someone's coming out with a large cart. Looks like they've just delivered a tea service, and just nods at you and says, the Archmage is free for consideration." He just kind of nods.
We'll nod back.
Okay.
We go and consider him.
Mm-hmm.
Do we just go in?
Yeah, you were told his name is Joffrey, is his actual name. You weren't told what household he was with. Household and families are kind of important in Derekeen, but you don't know what the power structure is anyway, so it probably wouldn't have meant anything to you.
Right.
But yeah, it's a man in his later age, but he's doing a lot to keep himself, well built. He's got a very, very dark black long beard that's kept very, oiled and ringed. A little bit of gray starting to show in it. Keeps a very good appearance. He probably, given his position, probably does some politicking. You're imagining. As you come in, he kind of turns to you and says, "Oh, yes, Radnar the Magnificent. So glad to make your acquaintance. What brings you and your party here to my city?"
Well,
he stresses the my city.
Isn't it large, Galen?
I was going to say, I look around.
Yeah, I look around for this Randall the Magnificent you talked about.
I say,
Is he behind us?
My friends and I have been through many trips. By the way, what are we looking to get from this guy?
Teleportation.
I completely forgot that.
Teleportation to the Green Company.
Ah.
Well, teleportation back to not
Carmigos,
but the main city of which I can't recall the name of.
Yeah.
Specularum, isn't that it?
Yeah, that's the main
Sounds
city.
about right.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, the college that's just outside Specularum.
My friends and I have been through many conventions and adventures. We've been to the Hollow Earth. We have been into the realms under the sea. We have even been by alternate pocket dimensions, so to speak, and we have ended up far from home. We are part of an organization called the Green Company that makes its headquarters in Specularum, which I understand is quite a bit away from here.
The Green Company? I seem to remember a trade building that was recently applied for in that name. Very good.
Probably
yes.
one of our subsidiaries. Yeah.
So you have an establishment here. So what can the College of Magics here in Derekeen do for you?
Well, we are looking to travel back to Specularum as soon as we may be able to get there. And being a wizard of great renown and power, we thought you might have access to magic that would be able to teleport us.
He gets a really large smile on his face. That doesn't seem to most of you to be very friendly at all. And he says, please avail yourself of some tea, some biscuits perhaps, and let us discuss, because it seems that you are the answer to a problem I have. Yes, we do in fact have a means of moving members back and forth between various citadels, and there's one near Specularum. I mean, there was a college there erected not too many years ago that we do have we'll call it a landing pad to as well.
He said erected.
Do they still have so the radiation hasn't been a problem recently?
Say that again, Jameis.
So the radiation hasn't been a problem recently?
I don't know about that.
Okay.
They do have some uncommonly large produce that comes out of there. But no, back to my problem and how you might be a solution, and maybe we can help each other.
We are certainly listening.
And certainly
Yes.
mindful of listening.
Well, you see, I have seemed to lost possession of my teleport chamber within the last 2 weeks. The chamber itself is still there. The magics involved are still very much anchored, and it is accessible and usable. However, the terminus locations, the end points, the destination points, are not where they should be. It's almost as if a mage of great power, perhaps a godlike being, someone with commiserate power, has taken, if you can consider the apparatus as a tunnel per se, and the tunnel leads from here to another location. Someone has inserted another location in the middle, and everyone that I have sent across has not reported back. I know they are safely arriving somewhere.
Well, though I am, as you have no doubt guessed, I am Radnor the Magnificent.
Large.
My and I know I'm gonna get shit from them after we leave here for that, so it's okay. But I do not make decisions for the Green Company on my own. We would like it, just to clarify, you would like us to travel into this place, see what this place is that someone has placed in the middle, and get rid of it?
Let us be more tactful than that. I wish you to enter the chamber set up for the destination you wish, and to freely use my chamber, with the true understanding that it won't actually deliver you to the place you want to go, yet somewhere between here and there. And if you can work out what the problem is, you can safely travel on your way.
I will. If you would give me a few moments.
Oh, please. And the double doors open, and the people that are in the lounge area, he says, please, we need some privacy. And everyone just kind of gets up off the lounges and moves. And he says, entertain, just take tea and biscuits with you, have your conversation in the antechamber, come back and knock on the doors when you're ready. I'll be waiting for you.
Okay.
And again, that smile that is a little creepy and not in any way friendly.
Right. So we'll once we get by ourselves, we'll be like, so what do you guys think? I don't for a minute believe I think he can do what he says he's doing. I'm sensing there's a catch somewhere. I don't think it's going to be a breeze. What do you guys think?
So
all of the people he sent through didn't come back, so I think the catch is death.
Wow. They may have got, nice tea and crumpets.
And not come back. Yeah, okay. I can see them not wanting to come back to this guy, actually. So yeah. Maybe you're right.
and really, Galen, you are the ranking member of the Green Company here besides me, so
you
you and I are basically the ones that will decide, and we can invite our companions here to come along. I mean, technically, but I'd like us to make the decision as a group.
Oh, technically, Stockholm's also Green Company. The other guy just saw him.
Oh, that's right. Well, he's
Yeah.
you are the most senior of the Green Company here
No,
beside.
you were there before me.
I was.
Although I'm new, I think this is a trap.
I think this gets me closer to finding my lady. So I'm.
If
Want
by
to get on with
finding her
one-
you mean meeting her at pearly gates, you may be correct.
Well, here's what I was thinking on that. If you remember his words, it was he talked about a powerful being, perhaps a god. If you're looking for the gods, maybe this is a chance to find something out about that.
gods have gone somewhere, so I don't think. Well, yeah, the very top tier gods have gone somewhere. So if this is a god, it's not one of the higher ones.
Or it's one of the ones that perpetrated the rest of them leaving.
So there's something to talk to them.
Yeah, I mean,
Either
I don't
way, just someone with a lot of power that this guy doesn't actually seem to. Like someone that undermine his power quite easily.
What do you any Skrimbleshanks, Stoltenheim? What do you guys think?
Well, we have the blackmail, don't we?
That's not going to get us to the destination.
I mean, he's offering to let us use the chamber and teleport us. Whether or not we blackmail him or not, he will still be the effect of we use the chamber.
But he
So-
said it takes us somewhere in between our starting and hopefully ending destination. It goes somewhere in between.
Yeah, which he has no control over is the point. Someone else has inserted a way station.
Why don't we ask to go like somewhere past Specularum a little bit?
Because they all go to the same place. Or they
Ah,
all are interrupted.
Yeah.
It's like bandits have set up camp on the road.
If he sends us to Specularum, we're going to run into this place on our way to Specularum.
Yeah. And no matter where we go to, so it's like there's a toll gate just outside this place that we encounter.
We
And
could
we
get there and find it's all sorted
Perhaps.
already.
Yeah. That's the
Perhaps,
other thing. It could be a nice place. We say, "Oh yeah, go, you take over the place." I wouldn't care.
Right.
and this is something to think out too. Maybe we can get some magic out of them for making the attempt.
The one thing I definitely do think we need to do would be to let Ladybug or whatever her name is know that we're going to be doing this, so that if something happens to us, she can demand compensation from them.
I think that's good. Yes.
But I've no doubt my lady's protection will still apply and we'll be able to get through safe.
So, do you want to tell him we'll think about it and come back, or should we just tell him okay and we need some time to prepare so we can do?
Yeah, that one. Just get on with it. Let's get on with it. I don't have anything I particularly need.
Of
Is there
course,
anything-
you're
unless there's
pushing
something-
for us to get through the door.
Well, just from Gannon's point of view, he has everything on him. There's nothing else he needs. So if there's something else you guys need, speak up now, or otherwise, he is just going to go through the door.
You wanted to go and tell the people.
Yeah. Do stuff and gather rations and sort of just weird clips and stuff. So yeah. But otherwise, I don't. Let's do this because it's going to get me to my lady quicker. Go for it.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll go back into the chamber, seek out the Archmage again.
Okay. As you come in, or as you knock on the doors open, and just as the doors open, you catch him throwing a cloth over an orb of some kind. And he turns around again, that really big grin on his face. He's like,
if this is the demi-lich, we end up meeting up with a demi-lich again. That'd be cool.
have you come to a decision?
Yes, we would be happy to try and take care of this problem for you. We will need a day or so to prepare. We have affairs we need to clean up in the city. Is there any sort of magical assistance you can give us, or?
Well, I believe that A mage of your magnitude would hardly need my help. As far as what you may encounter on the waypoint that has inserted itself into my teleport chamber, I have really no clue, as no one has been able to report back to me.
No
Mage
idea
of
what.
your magnitude should hardly need my help, yet here you are asking for it.
Is it common for your servants to speak out of turn, Mr.
I
Radnar the
haven't-
Magnificent?
He's not my servant. He's my guest.
I see.
And yes, it is common where he comes from for him to speak his mind. So I'm afraid there's nothing we can do about that.
Have you tried a muzzle?
Well, yes, we have, but he also comes with these little pointy things that he likes to stick in people when they try to muzzle him. I don't know. It's just not something I'm into.
Yes, I suppose you would need to talk to some kind of a dog trainer, perhaps, something that is used to dealing with small dogs with bad attitudes. Yes, yes.
Is this place filled with magical items and stuff all over the place?
It is now.
I just pull out the rod of cancellation that I have. And, I just swing it up and down in my hand, throwing it up and down, catching it, and waving it near things.
Yes, yes. Perhaps you should go ahead and take care of your affairs and come back to us as soon as possible. Yes, I seem to have a meeting that I'm late for. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Well, thank you for your time, and we will see you soon, sir.
He's backing away from Scrimbleshanks.
Bert specializes in NPCs today that I want to cast spells on.
Well, you did want to test casting Dispel Magic, and he obviously just showed he doesn't like that rod. We could Dispel Magic, slap him with the rod, murder face.
We don't need.
Get us where we need to go.
We need him to send us through the teleport, so that would be a little counterproductive.
Fair.
I'm pretty sure if I gain in power enough, I'll be able to do it myself. And we'll see. So yeah, I guess we'll
Get out of there.
take off, and as
As we're
we're
leaving, I will find one of the servants, or the same servant if we can.
yeah.
Can you read?
Actually, if you find the same one, the halfling that was helping Radnar earlier, he's passing a hat around, and he's it sounds like he's giving odds on something, and people are tossing coins into his hat, and he's tearing off little bits of paper with you're back.
We're not dead.
Pours all the coins into his pouch.
Yeah.
Somebody comes over, it's like, hey. It's like, later. Hi.
Can you read? I guess you can when you're doing that.
Several different languages, yes.
All right. You should look up unions. I think they would be very useful in this place.
Unions. I think that's on the banned word list.
It's definitely something that you need to look at then. Yeah.
They keep books on that in the dungeons, well protected.
Yes, I told you they were in the basement. Okay, well, we'll be back in a day or two.
He kind of elbows Scrimbleshanks. He says, so, if you wouldn't mind me asking, your friend's health on a scale of 1 to 10, pretty healthy individuals? No lingering problems health-wise? No physical ailments of any sort?
Well, I have not seen them, die. Well, hang on. No, I have seen them die, haven't I? I've seen them die once, and they got better.
Yeah, we got better.
So, make of that what you will.
It's happened to me 3 or 4 times, and I'm fine.
Lost count, to be honest.
One time I was a flying skull. It was really awesome.
I see.
I didn't see that.
He's taking notes in his book.
I mean, are you taking odds on whether we'll come back from the mysterious portal or not?
8-1 against right now.
I look around and I say, I'll put 20 gold on us.
I mean, I don't know how we collect it if we do succeed.
Oh, we get what's her name to do it.
Place a bet in the name of the Green Company.
Yeah.
I mean, this has got to be a scam anyway, right? Because, I mean, how do you ever know whether we succeed or not? You just declare them dead and you pocket the money, right?
Well,
right?
To be honest, you would be the fifth
I was going to ask about that.
group that the Archmage has enticed to go through his portal. It's really put a damper on certain delivery of information, and he's really anxious to get the ways opened again. Only one person's returned.
Who was that?
Where are they? Yeah.
Well,
Was one of the people that went in a dwarf named Dunby?
Well, no, it's kind of a secret. The person returned in the middle of the night. The Archmage had summoned our healing staff. He was in very bad condition, and after he arrived back, he was not seen again. But somebody did return.
Who's the healing staff? Can we talk to them?
Oh, yes.
You're
yes,
not talking about a literal staff, are you? You're talking about people rather
Oh, no,
than a rod of wood.
Third floor, the third floor down.
Anybody by name?
Well, it would have been. Let me think. Well, I guess if they had come that late at night, it would likely be one of the student staff on duty at the time. I don't know the name, but I can ask around for you if you'd like.
Any determinable features?
Oh, I just rumors. I wasn't there myself.
If any information you could find would be wonderful.
Oh, certainly. He doffs his hat. A few coins rattle out. And quickly puts them back in his pouch.
I doff my hat and my feather and everything bounces a bit.
Yes. But you can inquire on the third floor down. It's our infirmary. Also, there's a lot of magical mishaps with all these students about. People get hurt quite often, you see. And we have to keep folks on staff that are very good at magical healing. Despite all the churches that are just across from the college, it's very rare to find a cleric that has real powers here.
Oh, we have a cleric with real powers here.
You don't say. Yeah, a certain person who has curative powers. There's a lot of certain transmitted diseases amongst the student body that people are willing to pay some money for,
Donations for your church.
Well, yeah, you guys want to talk to the healing staff before we take off?
Yeah, I think there's more to this because he said nobody returned, and now we're being told someone returned, but disappeared.
I don't think any of us is taking the Archmage at his word, so.
Yeah. Like, are we really gonna do that? Like, I want to find out more info. I think we should go talk to them.
Yeah, so 3 floors down. It is quite busy, but it is a fairly elaborate. They have simple, normal bandaging up of people. There's a place that potions and unguents are being used. There are a lot of students here that have been hurt by miscasting certain things or being the target of castings of various sorts. So they're fairly busy. Most of the staff are themselves students. Some of them are wearing the garb of some of the local churches and, wearing symbols of various deities and such.
They cross-classed.
So, yeah, quite busy. But someone does come up to you. Fairly young woman has a scroll case out and is just looking everyone over. Says, well, no one here looks like they're in immediate threat of death. Just not feeling well. What can we do for you?
We're looking for someone from the night staff who might have helped a friend of ours. If we could talk to them for information. Do you know anyone here, student night staff?
Well, the schedule rotates. What night?
Out of character, real quick. Did they say when? No.
Just say we were heard there's someone that came back from going through the portal and we wanted to talk to them.
Are we gonna actually bring it up?
I say that.
Okay.
Okay. She's like, this way, please. Takes you back to like the small cubicle where there's all kinds of paperwork being filled out, that sort of thing, and brings you in. It's like, right. So you're not from the city, and you seem to be guests here. What is the inquiry? Were you related to the person in question?
We are going to undertake the same task. We want to know what he knows.
Yeah.
So
the Archmage has enticed you to go through his portal. Well, I would not want to go against our Archmage's wishes, but perhaps seeing the individual will help you make the right decision in this. She takes you back through several rooms until you get to an area that's quieter. It looks like there's individual rooms. It brings you to a room where there's a body. It's missing most of their lower left leg. It looks like they're healing from various injuries. It's laying on just kind of like a stone slab, not breathing, that you can tell. Eyes are closed. She says, he's been put in a magical stasis. We can heal his body to some extent, but his mind doesn't seem to be inhabiting the corpus. If you would like to have a look, please do.
Can he be affected by magic?
Well, his body is healing with the magics and potions that we've tried. We're still trying to regenerate the rest of his leg. The other one was quite well done. Yes. It looks normal, right?
Well, my thought is, and I'll be honest with you before I do such a thing, I want to make sure it'd be okay, is that I have a spell that could charm someone, so if he may be of a different mindset, I could charm him to get him to be more bearable.
He's not conscious. I don't believe spells like that work on the unconscious mind.
Oh, I thought you said if you woke him up.
Well, again, he's in a magical stasis. I don't believe I have no authority to remove it.
Oh.
Well, can we just poke and prod him and see what's caused the injuries and stuff?
Numerous students already have. Can't see how it'd hurt.
Woo! Let me show you how it would hurt.
No, don't hurt him.
Well, I'm not intending to.
Okay.
But I'm a medical professional, so I don't have those ethics to hold
she
me
does
back.
like pull out like this basket off of a shelf and lays it down. This was everything he was carrying at the time, if it makes any difference to you. It's all been magically tested. Nothing magical in the possessions, but if you wish, go ahead. He's being used as kind of a study case for our more inclined students that are into learning magics of healing and restoration. So looks over at Radar. I assume that these are your students, so I'll leave you to it, sir.
Thank you very much.
So what you missed while you were away, Rednar, is the student is in like a magical stasis. He's lost like a lower left of his leg, and he's really beat up, and he's in like a magical coma. He's apparently not of sound mind anymore, and
I thought they said his mind was not there.
oh, his mind
Not that
wasn't
he's not
there.
Then,
Okay.
am I correct in that, Bert? Or
Okay.
And technically lost both legs, but they were able to heal the other one.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Is this guy undead? Or has he been turned into undead? Is that what's going on with him? Because that was my first thought when you said his mind isn't there.
No, his body is perfectly alive. there just seems to be no conscious connected to it.
Galen, try and turn it.
Uh,
I was wanting to do something else a bit first before we jump to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Namely, can I? No idea if I can or not. Can I detect the touch of a god? Basically, is there some sort of god or something that he's been affected by that I can tell? Is it clear? I go, wait a minute, there's a religious presence here.
Do you have a spell like detect magic?
Yes, I would have that. Detect magic. Yes, I have detect magic. I can also detect evil, but I don't think that's relevant.
Okay. Is it memorized, or did you pray for it?
I'm a cleric. Oi, God, give me the detect magic right now.
All right. Okay. Yes. It does seem to have the body seems to have a touch of the divine on it. Not just in the minor healings that have happened to the body. That's you can easily tell. But you see the void where the soul or personality or whatever you want to call it is missing. And it definitely has a touch to it of not an evil god per se, but one of yeah, there is a lingering trace of deficence on the body.
Okay, interesting.
No malignancy to it. Like it doesn't feel wrong or evil. Not that your
Evil's hard to
characters.
tell,
Yeah,
and especially in the system.
yeah.
Oh, can I tell chaotic and neutral? I suppose would be the better way to put it.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of getting to. It's more neutrally inclined.
Okay. No alignment is a different spell. If
Mhm.
you want me to cast that.
Nah, no, you're good.
Okay. Cool.
But there's
Interesting.
definitely influence of a deity to this person's problem.
Okay, well, I mean, I think that means we're thinking right about this, but too bad we can't do anything for him. I mean, there's nothing you can do for him, Galen?
No, I can pray over him. I don't know if a ritual via bliss would do anything, but his mind's already gone, so there's not much more. You're just talking about what's the body at this point.
Yep. It's essentially it's a vessel.
Yeah. The soul's not there to be dealt with. The soul's gone.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mind and soul the same thing? In this
Not in this
system?
Well, the fact that you've got ghosts and stuff indicates that there is something that can exist beyond the body. So yeah, and you've just got this souls go to heaven and stuff. So your soul is technically something different to the body.
I don't remember which version of D&D it was, but they did actually make a statement that demi-humans didn't have souls because they can't be resurrected. They can only be you can put them back in another form. They can be reincarnated but not resurrected. I forget which version did that.
So, Scribbleshanks, you and I are in trouble if we die again. Well, it's already died a couple of times. So.
No, once we die, we're done. That's fine. So, anyway. All right. Well, I wanted to have a quick poke over the body and see what sort of injuries or what had inflicted the injuries. I mean, were the legs bitten off or were they burned off? Or
the legs are a little hard to tell because the one has already been healed and the other one is in the process of healing, so you can't see what the wounds originally look like. But the rest of the body doesn't look like it was in combat, more like it just went through just a lot of physical damage. Like there's cuts and scrapes like you would get from like rock climbing or falling, that sort of thing. There's a lot of bruising, again, looking like more like he's fallen than he's been punched or bludgeoned.
So possibly put through some sort of battery of tests rather than
or you got teleported
or something.
Hundreds of feet in the air above his destination.
Well, I would expect there to be more broken bones unless they healed all of those as well. I mean, and that doesn't really explain why his mind would have been gone as well.
Yep. But you're not seeing anything like
Okay.
cuts from like a blade or like
right.
bludgeoning weapons. Nothing that shows that he died of aggressive violence from something.
Alright.
More like he may have fell and tumbled down like a rock cliff, hitting a bunch of rocks on the way down. Like he was in a cave-in, perhaps, stuff like that.
Accidentally fell on some bullets a couple of times.
Yeah.
So it looks like we might
Walked
not be
into
able
a
to
few
solve this
fists.
problem with violence. Unfortunately, people, we might have to think or, be athletic out of this
What?
problem, not violent.
I
don't know what you're talking
climb
about.
or jump things.
Wow.
And again, the other thing that they put out was the basket of the stuff that he had on him when he came back out
Yeah,
of the portal.
I was going to look, hoping somebody else was looking through that while I was poking over the body.
Yeah, I'll look through
No.
it.
Radnar looks through it. So Radnar then would recognize immediately that there are some interesting things. He had bits and pieces of like stone that has some etchings on them. He was also carrying a messenger bag, but there's no missives in them. So whatever he was carrying, he was probably trying to get through to the other side, and those were taken. But he does have a whole bunch of like rock shards that have etchings on them, and right away, because this has come up so many times for the Green Company, they're Nithian runes, I should say.
Nithian. Oh God, same again. Oh, this is the Lich. Hey.
Is there? I mean, we can't read them or anything. Can we?
No, because they are considered a magical writing, so Scribbleshank's ability to read languages doesn't work on magical languages.
Right.
Ability to read things?
You're
Oh,
There's a thief you
Yeah.
can read.
I'm not a
That's
thief.
what you.
Of course not.
No, you're not. You're a halfling.
no.
you're a
I'm not a
halfling.
thief.
That's right. You're not a thief. So never mind.
You can listen to doors well. You
Yeah.
can hide well.
Yeah.
But you don't. You can't.
Find
No,
rat-
you've never been able to decipher the Nithian tongue, or ciphers.
I think Radnor would have a chance with this one, considering how much we've been
Yeah.
exposed to it.
Yeah, but I'd be able to.
No, you really can't. I mean, you recognize exactly what they are, but you've never been
Right.
able to figure out the language itself.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Make me an intelligence check. I mean, I want a high success, so 15 and up, or a crit would be even better.
I have an 18 intelligence, so
So
let's
you
see.
have a possibility.
Nah.
No,
Can I use a reroll? Do we have enough rerolls?
I don't think we have
don't
any
think we have
rerolls in
any.
this
We
one.
have 4 still that were
Do
rolled
we?
over from.
Yeah.
the-
We got
Okay.
some last.
Yeah.
So
We never used them.
15% chance.
Or you can blow all 4 to get an automatic success.
I don't want to blow all 4, but I might like to roll one more time.
Mm,
What do you guys think?
I think you should blow the 4.
I don't think it's important enough to blow the 4.
I don't think it's important enough to blow the 4 either.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Okay.
to go with that. I don't think it is either. I am
Okay.
gonna spend one reroll.
All right.
There
Good,
we
You
go.
Dino.
got it. Oh, look at that.
There we go.
Okay, you recognize 2 of the glyphs, which were being.
Ooh.
So if you remember way back when, the Lich, right? The
Right.
glyphs that were on the outside that was sealing him in, those 2 glyphs appeared on that seal as well.
Okay, so they're trying to seal something. He was trying to seal something in then?
I'm not saying anything more.
Maybe that's how the maybe that's how the what happened is that he was trying to seal something in, and
I suspect it's more the Lich was sealed in, and there's
Yeah.
by the Archmage to go and get someone to go and release them, but Galen wouldn't put that together. Because Galen doesn't even know it's a Lich. So The players know it's a lich, but the species don't. But the characters don't, because we didn't have the knowledge when we met him. We certainly had no exposure to
I mean,
that.
only two of this party have met the Lich.
Yep.
Only two of the players of this party have met the Lich.
And that was via the orb. That was by some sort of scrying mirror thing, like the orb.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was an orb or not exactly at the time, but it was like this scrying thing. So we never actually met him in person. But yeah, which is why I sent us the Archmage, like, oh, we've got this orb thing. Oh, the Lich. Could go meet the Lich. Woo! It's a plot point we never followed up on, so yeah.
Yep. So other than that, he has these odd bits of stonework that have these Nithian symbols on it, which you recognize too as being same symbols that were used to lock in the creature you found below.
Is there a language department here? Could we get them to look up what these runes mean?
There must be. I mean, you think there must be.
Oh, let alone there's this wee thing, just a wee 5th level spell called Contact Higher Plane, where you contact some vast being and ask them what the hell the Mythian stuff is.
I mean, I can't cast magic, so...
Yeah. If only there were people here who could cast magic.
So are you doing anything else with the body or the belongings?
I mean, we've poked the body. Looked it over.
Dion is
Just-
zooming in on the body.
I hit the wrong button. Hotkeys.
Just
I was
because,
fixing the
I was going to say, I see. Just because Stuttenheim, I will try turning undead, just to make sure it's not an actual undead creature.
Okay. You try to turn the undead. Some undead mice go scurrying away.
I was going to say somebody...
Wow, they had zombie mice here?
Yeah.
Somebody's student project collapses to the ground.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh, actually,
Well,
that's true.
necromancy.
Jameis is a very high level cleric. The zombie mice just disintegrate.
Yeah.
Little puffs of desiccated fur and bone. Somebody's project that had gone awry. You just gotten rid of
If
them.
there's someone here doing necromancy, they deserve it.
Why? There's nothing wrong with necromancy.
Yeah,
there is some,
Clerics have been
Galen is-
practicing necromancy for years.
Galen is very against that sort of thing. Otherwise, the only other thing I could think of, just as a Galen thing to do, would be to cast Bless on the body as a sort of a ritual type sanctification type thing, which is what he would
Cast
do
bless. Okay.
in the ritual form of purification, consecration.
Make me a luck check, high or low.
Hi. Yep.
Okay. The body dies.
Oh, shit.
It's in
Yep.
stasis. I guess it had to come out of stasis in order.
Yep. It
Wow.
just it's it craps itself.
Did you learn
Yeah.
Radnor's dyspeptic bowels?
By God, you killed him.
Not guilty.
You actually don't know what happened. As far as you can tell, the stasis field is still intact, but that's now a dead body.
At least it won't decay.
Well, maybe. I don't know if it's a combination of cleric and magic, or just the way the will of the gods happen. You can say. I'm not going to spend a reroll on that.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to ask if anybody can see like magic writings on this person or at his head or something. I was wondering if.
I could take 10 minutes to concentrate and check it out.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
it confirms it. I mean, he's still got a spell keeping his body in stasis, but the body is no longer like there is no life left in the body. Before
No,
it
I
was
was-
simply soulless. Now it's also just dead.
right, and there's nothing on the body because I was just wondering if because you had the keep in runes. I wonder if they had been like placed on the outside of the body to keep the mind out. If you see what I mean.
No, it was all the ruins were far from the body, just kept in a little.
No, but I thought
basket.
there might be like magical ones on him invisibly as well, and
Nope.
possibly these
Well,
were just
no.
things he picked up.
If someone had his soul somewhere ready to put back in his body, whoops. So are we done enough destruction here? Go on and
Yes.
For now.
cause other people to die?
I mean, yes. I want to see if any language scholars know Nithian here.
All right.
Yeah.
If they can tell us more about
If
these
you
runes.
ask around, there is a department that's actually actively trying to decipher Nithian runes, and they of course had already collected the ones that were in the basket here, but they don't have enough of it together because, as near as they can tell, there were several epochs of Nithian rule where the language changed a bit, and so they haven't got enough of a sample yet from the different periods, or even figuring out which part went to which periods. So they're having a very hard time doing any kind of translation.
We know it's Nithian runes. Radnor knows what part of them say, or
Yeah.
at least where they came from. Can that?
Well,
can
he
we
knows
narrow it down
where
to
they've
them?
appeared before, but he doesn't know what they say or mean. He just knows that they've
Right.
appeared somewhere else before.
Okay.
Just imagine like 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle, but it's like 5 of them and they're all mixed together and half of it's missing.
Yeah. All right.
I just found
Someone's
out
like
that
sitting at a table 17 hours a day, like sweating and drinking coffee trying to sort it.
yeah, it's more like it's like a like a 10,000 piece puzzle, but it's 3 different puzzles and all the pieces are mixed together, and
Yeah.
you don't have a picture to go by.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's just like, ah!
Yep. So I just found out a bit of trivia recently, like the what's it called? The Rosetta Stone was a tax document, apparently. And that's why there was multiple. It was done in multiple languages. That was interesting. Leave it to bureaucracy to work out things like that.
Yep. All right. So head back now.
How's your hand feeling, Radnor? Now that we killed someone, are you okay?
I didn't kill anybody. I'm fine.
No, but one of your guests did, so I don't know.
No, the body just passed away.
No, he didn't. He didn't kill anybody. What he did was he cast bless.
And it killed
And
someone.
there's
I
no
mean-
way that anybody.
I cast bliss and someone died. They were not
Bless-
saying correlation causation here.
You know, that's
If I start stabbing the air with this dagger and you get in front of me,
it could be argued either way.
no, you're nothing seems to happen.
All right. Well, we tell someone at least, or I tell someone.
Well, I suspect
Maybe
they'll
the
find out
nurse
when
on
they
the way
go
out.
in, when the healing
Well,
start, when
yeah,
the healing people
I
go
get
and go,
that.
wait a
It'll
minute,
look
we had
better
the
if
body
we tell them, though. You know.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just like, well, it's just been a side project for some of the staff, so no harm done. We've never been able to find his next of kin, so
Oh.
Yeah.
all right. So what do you guys want to do? So you wanted to make some provisions with the Green Company for your
Yeah.
okay. So what do you want to set up?
Oh, at the very least, let her know. I can't remember her name. Ladybug, whatever it is. Lark J.
Blackbird. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and listen again.
It began with an L. That's all I recall. I can't remember what the actual.
Hey,
Possibly
Bert, on our-
Ladybird, because it was to fix with the other birds.
On our
What's
way
that?
out of the tower,
Mm-hmm.
is that student still out there? That same one?
Sure.
Okay. I'll be like, hey man, somebody took a shit on the stairs.
And
Well, go take care of it.
he looks like he's going to say something back. He's like, "Yes, master."
Hey, have a good day.
You don't need to deactivate your thing. We'll get past.
We didn't do anything. I thought I saw something there. It must have been an illusion one of the students was casting. Completely fooled me.
Now, once you leave the grounds, the contract expires. You're no longer responsible for anything, and you weren't struck down for killing a mostly dead body. So there you go. So you have a task before you if you want to enter the teleport chamber and fix things. Certainly welcome to do so. But given that knowledge, would you rather take a boat now, or do you want?
I think we should take a boat.
I mean, taking the boat is the safer way, that's for sure. Kinda, maybe. Like, boats have been kind of iffy for us lately.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you want to go through that teleporter?
I kind of want to go.
Which way is which?
All right, Bert, I'm
What
going
end
to
of,
need
what
another
end of that
character
scale
sheet.
is that? What?
I have 12 HP. I'm terrified.
I have 25. At
Yeah,
ninth level.
And he's at 9th level.
yeah.
I'm only at 32. A couple of good strikes. Hey, one lightning bolt nearly killed me. So.
Mhm.
I love having low hit points like that because I'm not just gonna run, just stride boastfully into everywhere, shooting magic missile off.
Why not?
Well, I've done that and I've died. I got better, but it's kind of a hassle.
All right. So what do you do?
What do you guys?
As it was all that with Ladybird that we're doing this, so if she wants to follow up with the mage if something happens to us.
Give her a full report.
Vengeance.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Vengeance.
she does point out, like the mage told you, that no one's come back. I mean,
Yeah.
So how would I know? I mean,
Somebody's come back, so there you know.
I suppose if you make it through, send word back to the caravan. I'll give it 6 months.
Hey, can you get into the mage's tower there?
No, I'm not a mage.
Do you know anybody that's a servant there?
Likely. Or we've got
I tell you what,
leverageable information to get somebody to do something.
I have a contact inside the servants of the tower. I will get in touch with them and ensure that one of them will send word should something happen to us and the Archmage know about it.
Okay.
That's about the most we could do, I think.
Oh, and there's also a bet that if we do make it through, we're going to get a lot of money. So keep an eye for
that.
Yes. Okay. Well, she's like, oh, I guess, sure, this is a plan.
Is it? We don't do those. What happened? Do we have a plan now?
So is there anything you wanted to collect for the trip? Anything, I mean, given the state of the body, is there anything else you want to just have on you? You don't have a bag of holding in this game, so.
We've got rope of various sorts, provisions.
Do parachutes exist?
No. Those would be rings of feather falling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have any of those?
I do in the other game.
So is anyone got a fine carpet nearby?
Did you want to get in touch with the lady before we go, and then rest so you're all like set
The
up?
lady's not get in touch with the bubble. If she was, that wouldn't be. This wouldn't be an issue.
He just gets hold music right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're sorry, the deity you're trying to reach is.
Please contact your local temple or someone.
Yes.
Or leave a message, and someone will get back to you as soon as we are able. Could you imagine the amount of messages she's going to have to return when she
Beep. Hi, it's Galen again. Just wondering where you are. All right, call me.
That's awesome.
Not at all because the gem was a bit prompting me. If the body was such that it fell down a rocky cliff, that might suggest that where you end up is not exactly the safe territory. Is there something we want to take with us to make our landing a bit safer?
Climbing gear?
That we could very quickly throw out.
I mean, that is rings of featherfall again.
A mattress?
which we don't have Rings of Featherfall and access to. This in Magic Carpet with the other thing.
Yeah.
A bale of
That
hay
would-
works in Assassin's Creed if you jump off the church.
Yeah,
In
You could
Minecraft,
get a
if
bale
there's
of
any
hay.
amount of water that you land in.
that's why you have the bucket truck.
If you want to see if some potions of feather falling can be had, that's a possibility.
Okay. All right.
All right, who wants to roll for it? Luck check,
What
high
is
low.
Featherfall anyway? Floating disc.
Hi. I'll roll.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll
go for it.
do it. Hello.
None available on short notice.
We're gonna die.
Fly is a third-person spell.
I've got that spell.
Its duration is 1d6 turns plus 1 per level. Range cast or creature touched. Could you learn it 4 times and cast it on us before we go through?
You can, assuming you
D6
can
turns.
cast 4 spells at that level.
Worst case, we take a day to prepare
Scrolls.
Scrolls.
Yeah, so worst case, you do that. That's the only quick thing I'm thinking of. Yeah, that'll do it. If indeed that's the issue.
Well, lost his legs as well. Or whoever
Well,
that
when you
was.
fall down a cliff, stuff happens, and you sort of.
Right, but I mean, how did it get back as well?
Mm,
And
might
their
have had-
mind was gone. I mean, did some somebody come along and go, oh, they fell down this giant hole. I know. Well, we used my amazing strength to throw them up to where that portal was again. And
May
all
have
it will
had
cost
some
them
kind of
is their mind.
magic spell that was set on him to return the body if he died.
But he didn't die.
unless the Archmage destroyed his mind. Dun dun dun.
See, that's what I'm worried about from what
Dun
the way they
dun.
well, from the way they described it, I think that's a distinct possibility. You know, he showed up, he disappeared for a while, and then he's not with his body.
Had you said these runes are associated with something you've seen before?
Yeah, for keeping entities in somewhere.
Okay, so we're being sent somewhere where something is supposed to stay there. Is that what I'm piecing together?
Or something is there that they were trying to seal in. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
And that also reminds me of the temple we found into the city. They were supposed to keep things in as well. That didn't work very well.
Yeah.
Are we talking jail or prison keep in sort of thing? The city and everything that you saw underneath. That's what I mean.
It was more keep things all. It was like a repository they were trying to keep contained until we were ready for it. I think was the main essence of the whole thing.
Yeah. So if you remember right, so the magic was such that people would easily ignore it, not see it, or if they did see it, would lose interest in it quickly.
Yeah.
Okay.
An SCP field.
All right, so no luck on the Featherfall. Did you want to memorize Fly several times, Radnar? Can you?
I can.
I said scroll. Alternatively, scroll. Get some
I
scroll.
don't think I have time enough to make scrolls if we want to.
We don't have to go right this second. We can go tomorrow. You can spend the day doing the scrolls.
Yep.
Well,
But then again, I mean, if you can cast that many spells at that level, you can just get them all in one night. Next morning, just memorize it that many times.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking third level spell, fireball.
Oh, wait a second, pal.
What's more useful, fly or fireball?
Well, I was going to say I have, let me see here. How many do I have there?
Unfortunately, floating disc would not.
I have 3 rings of spell storing that each take 3 levels worth of spells. So I could take 2 of them, and if we wait another day, I can take 2 of them, cast fly in 2 of them, Plus, I can have it memorized twice.
Okay. That sounds
So
good.
I've got a total of 4 flies that I can cast.
Okay. So you want to wait 2 days and do it that way?
What do you guys think?
Well, you only need to wait 1 day.
Yeah, if I just if we do it the next day and I memorize fly a couple of times, I can
Because
cast.
technically, it just takes 3 hours to relearn fly again. The way that you've been doing
Yeah,
it.
if you're healed up, you can.
Which
you
we
can-
are.
Yeah.
So we'll just say the next day.
Okay.
If we're going through the portal, that seems.
I also recommend we also take, say, a cook and rope with us. We need to throw out and grab onto something, just to be on the safe side.
Okay.
But yeah, fly should be enough to stop the immediate problems.
Okay.
If not, we'll see what happens.
Let me check something here real quick. So that night, while you're all talking about this and preparing to go, sorry, I need to see what the odds are on something.
The teleport chamber blows up or invades with demons from outside. You don't need to go through. You've
You
wasted
shouldn't
all
need to
your
worry about
progress.
being attacked by the Thieves Guild because the Magpie should be running that as well as the Ring Company.
Magpie is the Lich. Secretly.
Okay. Yeah. So in this system, don't have to worry about that. All right, good enough. So you rest up. You cast it twice into 2 rings, and then you got it memorized twice. Is there anything else you want to stock up on? Anything? Again,
That's
remember,
a very leading question, but
Pastries.
always good to have pastries.
Baked goods to offer.
Oh, thinking back, was there anything the Lich was desperately? I vaguely think we did talk about this. Was there something you were sort of trying to get back to feel to see? You got back to reality. I can't recall. That's sort of like an offering. If we are talking some sort of big deified being, I mean, you go with offering of pastries.
I mean, that is what the pastries were for.
Yeah, the being
Just in case.
you remember used various scrying devices for entertainment and was very having been stuck in a hole for who knows how long. There's not a lot that's entertaining down there.
Yeah.
So books, scrolls of, well, not scrolls, but plays.
Scrimble Shanks can give him hours of endless entertainment by just regaling him of his life.
Monologue him. That was great. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you all go. I will stay here and entertain the Lich for the rest
No,
of
please
the
take
night.
him. Please take him.
You have your fly spells ready. Nothing else was mentioned, so you head back.
That really sounds like Bert's leading us. You're fit
I have
to do
4
this.
fly
Basically.
spells and 2 levitates available.
Okay. So the mage is glad that you're taking him up on his offer, and he takes you to the teleport chamber, which there's magical field inlaid on the ground. He explains this to Radnar. It's like, well, what it does is there's a similar field in different locations. It grounds the teleport spell so that there's no error. So the teleport spell itself, usually there's a percentage it's going to mess up. So when they're grounded like this, there's no error. It will work. The problem is where between here and there, someone's kind of intersected the magic. So you're going to have this middle stop somewhere.
Okay, we'll figure it out. Oh, by the way, on the way in, I stopped our buddy. I looked for our servant buddy downstairs and just I gave him another gold coin to take back to the lady we were staying with if something happens and let her know.
Okay. Yeah. If he hears any rumors about you guys alive or dead, he will pass it along.
Gotcha.
Okay. So the Archmage intones the spell, which activates the teleport chamber. He says, "Good luck. Walk through. I hope you're able to alleviate whatever congestion is causing us from using our chamber."
How close is he to the portal?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Nowhere near.
Grab him, drag him in. Come on.
Randall, do you want to get us to fly first before we go through? Because I don't want to turn up on the other side and need it.
Do we need to be flying when we walk in?
I can't hurt.
I mean, it's up to you guys. Do you want me to spend all the fly spells right now, or do you want to wait until?
What's the range on them? Touch.
Yeah.
All right, then
Yeah.
spend them before, because otherwise, if we're immediately falling.
And how long do they last?
D6 turns plus 1 per level. So we're talking turns here, so it's quite a while.
Okay, so if I rolled a 6, that would, and 54 turns.
You're level
Yeah,
9, right?
It lasts a long
Yes.
time.
So we can just fly
Okay.
to safety.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
cast it as right before we walk through. I'll cast it on each of us.
Technically a D6 per person, but yeah.
So do you guys fly into the chamber then, or do you walk into the chamber?
I'm going to walk into the chamber as much as
Yeah.
I can fly now.
I'll walk in.
Because I don't know if the teleport spell would work. Because Gaylor's not sure the teleport spell would work if I'm not touching the ground.
I mean, is it like when you rent a movie from Amazon and you have 48 hours to start watching it, and once you press play, or start immediately?
Yeah, starts immediately on cast. So
Okay. Well, I
everybody
mean, we're
enters the
doing
chamber.
it right before we walk in, so I think we're good.
Everybody enters the chamber. Everybody make me a Constitution check, please.
Ooh.
All right.
Success, low. Well, medium, 5.
Low.
Just simple success is fine. You just need to succeed.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
And he throws up.
Dude. Probably.
I was going to say, this is where Radnor doesn't go through the portal and just says, now I
Oh,
everybody's fine. So you take a step into the portal, and your foot lands on. So again, the room has got this intricately, I guess, inscribed floor. It's done kind of like a mosaic tapestry, making signs and sigils. So you step onto another floor elsewhere. The con checks were because the teleport is being hijacked, and so there's this kind of a wrenching feeling, which you all feel, but it doesn't disconcern you enough that nothing really seriously happens. But your next foot is onto solid ground since you chose to walk and not fly in. And those of you that are humans and cannot see in the dark, you have the impression of a hard floor beneath you, but can't see anything. Those of you that can see in the dark get the impression of a very large chamber around you. It's very cool, so heat signatures are nothing other than your own.
Bert, I've still got the continual light necklace that I got from Fig Jam.
Yeah, so you open it up.
Yeah, I'm the only one with infravision. Half things don't
I was going to say, I don't have any.
I have a continual light token.
Infravision just shows you that you're in a vast chamber that has very little differentiation in heat, so there's no other living bodies other than your own. You open up the continual light amulets, and as far as the light can cast, it's got a limited radius. You're in a very large chamber. The floor is also inscribed with magical patterns, different from the ones that you were just in. The chamber kind of echoes as you walk. You can hear like an echo that resounds back after a few seconds. So it's a very large chamber. Your light doesn't light it all up. Looking around you, it looks like this was a constructed room, but the walls are shattered. It's taken a lot of damage. You get the idea of like a vast amount of time has passed. Everything is dusty, covered with grime and dirt. The chamber was built inside or beneath the ground because as the walls are cracked and broken, and you just see like cave wall past it and not like an opening into a space. So you're standing on what is likely another kind of like a teleport anchor point somewhere that you don't know where. It's underground or in something, and it's a very just vast chamber.
All right, everybody stop walking and fly and spread out and try and find footprints if we can see where the others or drag marks or whatever happened to the other people who were teleported here.
Sounds good.
And because
Right.
we're flying, we won't leave
Yep.
any tracks, so we can't accidentally.
So you fly around and you find that the chamber is like a good, like it's 60 feet up before you find like the shattered remnants of a ceiling, and then seeing through the broken, like it's like a hemisphere is what it's shaped like, and the broken ceiling as you're coming up again, you see like cave wall, so it didn't open up into natural light or anything. There is signs that there's a certain amount of dampness or water, as there's some molds and slimes on some surfaces. Looking specifically for footprints, you do see some of them lead off in the direction of an arch much further to the north. There's another group that goes off to the south. The north group looks like it was fewer people and more recent. The southern prints look like they were much older. It's just the dust had been disturbed, and then more dust and dirt had filled in, but you can clearly see that there's a path long ago.
So we should go to the recent path, I think.
On the walls and ceilings, I'm going to pay particular attention to see if there's any writing or runes or anything.
Okay. So like it's like coated with a thick amount of dust and dirt. Do you want to kind of just move some of it aside?
I don't want to touch a whole lot now.
Okay, then you can't see anything.
Okay.
It's just covered with dust and dirt.
Good.
So you guys fly.
So that's
following.
north, right?
What's that?
North. Towards following the recent footsteps.
The most recent footsteps,
north,
right?
And the other ones were south.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to call out, hello.
Oh.
Okay.
If they don't know we came through the portal, then it was kind of...
Your voice echoes back a few seconds later, again, kind of showing you how large the chambers are, that it's echoing back and taking that long. When you all pass a certain area, everybody make me a save versus magic.
What kind?
Save versus spell in this one, I guess is what it is.
Okay, because it's different kind of saves there.
I fail.
I pass.
I don't know.
I pass also.
All right, save versus spells. Here we go. Oh, I think I'm going to have to re-roll on that one.
The two wizards failed. Currently, two people are failing.
Okay.
That's why we're not wizards, because we don't have the magical aptitude. We naturally resist it.
So who failed?
I did.
The
And
two
I
wizards.
did.
The two wizards. Okay, so Schottelheim.
Well, first of all, do you want to stick with that, or are you going to?
I'm going to stick with that.
I'd like to make a re-roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Leaving 2 rerolls left.
All right, come on, you can do it. Jesus
No,
Christ.
doomed to failure. Doomed.
So not a 1, but a 2 this time.
You both pass in the direction where the newer footsteps are, and you exit the room that has the obvious kind of symbols on the floor. And as you do so, Radnar and Schottenheim, both of you feel like there's an electrical arc that sparks from floor to ceiling and back down again. Here's the suck part. Schottenheim, for you drop to the ground. I'm assuming everybody wasn't flying really high, right?
Not if we were trying to follow the prince, no.
Right. Okay. So small drop, you're okay. You might twist an ankle or something. Nothing's going to take hit points away. But your spell just abruptly comes to the end. You got any magic items on you?
Yes.
All right. They don't work.
Oh.
You've also forgotten every spell that you had memorized.
Oh.
Radnar, since you have more on you that's magical, as you're passing through this, there's a big discharge of what seems like electricity to everyone else. It doesn't harm you, but your spell comes to an end. You drop, and you're 9th level, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the highest level spells that you have? 5th?
5th.
Okay. You lose all your 1st, 2nd, and 3rd level spells.
Okay.
Okay. Any magic items you have on you don't work anymore. I'm not saying if that's permanent or not, but it is not working right now.
Oh, that's
Fuck.
bad. So
And
first,
as this
second,
happens, the floor, the ceiling, everything, as you guys are drained, floor, ceiling, everything starts to light up as you see glyphs and writing just start to illuminate on the walls, kind of glowing through the dust, and then everything is just brightly lit now. Very cathedral like, as it's almost like natural light. Not like, not like oil lamp. It's almost like natural sunlight. It feels like sunlight to you, Galen. So everything is just lit up in this very large area. You can see just past where you fell to the ground, and the passage continues for the fresher prints. There's a crevice, like a crack, like maybe an earthquake or something happened, and the floor is shattered, and so the prints go right over down into a crevice below. The pathway continues like 6 feet beyond the crevice. All right.
Wow.
The other two of you, what happened is like it sucked the power it needed to basically power up from Radnar and Schottelheim, and so it didn't touch the other two.
Of course, that's it. I'm protected by my lady's fortune.
Nothing wants to listen to me.
oh Jesus Christ, man!
Yeah,
You guys are unhurt, but basically your magic has been sucked out of you.
And my
Yeah.
AC is now like 8 or 9.
Oh yeah, I gotta fix my AC.
I assume that means my cloak of displacement doesn't work.
None of your magic items seem to be magical anymore.
Huh. Does that mean that the magic healing potions don't work? No potions work.
No, because the ones that we got
Aren't magical.
Yeah, they're not magical. They're like the energy drink
Yep.
type.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
of course, those ones on the honey, then they would be proper magic potions.
Right.
But good thinking. Good thinking.
Yeah, so you guys feel drained. You feel a little lethargic, but you're fine physically, and everything's well lit up now. You can see what you thought was like plaster or stone is actually it's a dense crystal that everything was made out of. Like, so the floors, the ceiling is actually like a very dense crystalline like structure, and the glyphs are kind of radiating out from it. It even feels like sunlight, Galen, like it's warm. Like a summer day.
Glyphs, you said.
Yep. And we're just about at time, so we'll cut it there with everything being illuminated. And again, Galen, the light feels good. It feels good. It's rejuvenating. You feel like you're in the forest, other than the fact that you know that you're underground. This feels like natural sunlight. So yeah, we'll end it there.
There are spells that do that. So.
Richard, what you got going on?
Hi, I'm Richard. And if someone at your table complains about sexuality or gender or race, ethnicity couldn't exist in your medieval fantasy game that you're playing, then remember to tell them that the H in role-playing games stands for historical accuracy. And if you want to see me being historically bad at games, why not join me here on Twitch at LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now.
Limited time
offer.
offer. No vowels.
We got to practice that. Dion, what do you got going on?
Well, when I'm not playing TTRPGs with all my super cool, awesome friends like you guys, you can find me on my channel at Substances Used on Twitch, where I play retro JRPG games. Right now, we're going through the Ogre Battle series. I maybe will stream either tomorrow night or Sunday. It's been rough at work, so I've needed a lot of time to rest in between all the games I'm in and working, so we'll see what happens. Just keep an eye out for that live notification.
Nice. Jameis, anything new on the blog?
Yeah, I reviewed that sequel that everyone's talking about at the moment, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And also I saw some strange Dr. Mom or something. Just some little picture that no one's heard of, an independent film.
All right. Radnar, Bill, What do you got
Yes.
going on with the frogs? Anything?
Well, I'm continuing to run Lost City Baracus every other Wednesday. There will be some more stuff I'm doing with them soon, and of course, I'm here on Tuesdays and Fridays and sometimes Sundays.
Nice. And if you have found us, you know where we are. Twitch.tv/Theme Steel Murder. We stream on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. The next game I got going on is this Saturday. We're doing Shadowrun, an ongoing game where every story arc we change the system that we're playing in because Shadowrun kind of blows as a system.
On Saturday?
Sunday, sorry.
Sunday.
This
Okay.
Sunday, we're starting to use the hero or champion system via the Champions Now, the most recent version that's come out.
Ooh.
And next Tuesday is first edition Dungeons and Dragons as we continue our playthrough of the Desert of Desolation series. We're on I4, the second module in the 3-module series. And then on Fridays, we've got this BX D&D game, which we're going to play through until we get you guys back to Karmikos. And then Bill is going to take over for a little bit to allow me to recharge my batteries and write some more plot. And yeah, good stuff. So check us out. Check out on all our social sites. All of the backups for these live streams can be found on YouTube. I need some love there, so please check out the YouTube channel. Subscribe there. We have a Discord channel if you'd like to get on and chat with us. All these links can be found at BlueMagic, BLUMAGIK.com. Just look at the top of the screen. All of our links are there. It's also a podcast where I hate to say it, but it's almost over 12. Yeah, it's almost 13 years running. Richard, 13 years have I known you.
He did the math. He did the math last stream. You weren't here.
Yeah. So we've got some long-running players on this game. But thanks, everybody, for playing. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We will check you the next time. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.